gotta make
Get ready
sure
for the
you
next battle.
are using it to like understand how your opponent likes to guard because I mean you gotta think
Come
about
and
it from
get
their
some. I
POV.
dare you.
I mean, and that's what I'm thinking about. It's like I am ducking in your face, so you want to hit
Round
me,
one.
but I have like
Fight.
a counter hit option from here
Mm-hmm.
that can stop you, and the while standing four is plus. So if you know the spots where you can stop people from hitting you,
Mm-hmm.
like from right here, if you attack after while standing four, I can frame trap with this, right? And that'll stop you from stepping after it. Like try to step right after my while standing four.
Mm-hmm.
Or whoops, let me do it again. Sorry. That'll hit you,
Oh.
right? So that stops people from moving. So if you know people are moving or not attacking, you can go crouch again. And if you know they're not moving, you're attacking and not going crouch again, you can stand back up and hit them low, right? So you get a lot of space here to see if they're attacking. Like he's kind of like
And
binary with whether people are going to mash or not
mm-hmm.
until he uses moves like down bat three or slide. Slide and down bat three are like very how do I say it, ambiguous when it comes to stopping mashers. You don't really use this to stop
Time
mashers
up.
as much afterwards, except with back four,
Round
really for the
two.
coverage.
Fight.
But to not digress too far, I mean, I really use this as a way to like see if people are going to willing to duck and their duck timing and their reactions from it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I use it to like see like, okay, he's not going to guard slide on this. And then at the end, there's two different slide timings I use. There's like instant slide timing right there, and a lot of people like block that. But I
Mm-hmm.
have like a delay slide timing, which is like the one I have used the most to make sure people are committed to an option. Because that's what I really want people to do.
So you're saying
I
you're
don't
you're letting
really,
the step be seen before you press it on that second one intentionally.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like that. Because most people will block the instant one like this, like
Mm-hmm.
that. Most people will guard this, right? But not that. Most people will not do that because they don't want to also get hit by something like that at
So
all. So
no, go
if
ahead. Go ahead.
they're committing to an option, you kind of want them to start committing to a block option on your slide to
Time up.
make sure that you can use it to get in. And even
Round
from this
three.
range, like
Fight.
the like goal isn't to like mix them with slide, it's really to get in from this range, and then from this range your pokes are back two is gonna reach, forward three is gonna reach. You but slide makes sure like you have to stand still to block this move.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using that to get in. And then once I get in, I just have a bunch of counter hit stuff to make you deal with,
So
kind
it's
of.
so it's almost like the building blocks essentially is starting with step slide right here, just on purpose, just like the main thing, just to see what the person's gonna react with. And the safest option to that is just up four, and then I can like
Yeah.
I'm messing up, but like that and that'll keep them from stepping every time. While standing four and the F2 will keep them from stepping. Is pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah, this Rekka is like really like Law's main like his basic thing has been here from Tekken 2. It's kind of what he's defined around
Mm-hmm.
like both of these Rekkas. Like if you can figure out how to delay it like that and see like so I delay it very hard because I like to see if people are going to like mash in between it. Sort of like the more I delay the second hit, the easier it is to counter hit confirm the second hit with the mid
Okay.
or the high. I mean, I'm not gonna get it every time, but
It's like the just the
again,
building
like
blocks of it, pretty much, is
yeah,
what you're saying.
the forward two, yeah, the forward two really like can start a lot of offense, and it's zero on block, and Law's jab is really good. So like, if they're gonna jab you back, I mean, sidestep 3+4 is always like a scary thing they gotta worry about, and then also like the second hit of it. I mean, you can play kind of binary with like since you can do 2-2, you can know like or forward 2-2, either or. Like if you know they're going to block the second hit, or if they're not blocking the second hit, you can act on that read and continue. Like whether you should go low or not. It's
Yeah.
all about like basing their reactions and like on your offense, you're not gonna always guess right, and people aren't always going to do the same reaction. But that's where slide comes in, where you can sort of like get them to get into the mood of where like they want to keep attacking you,
Mm-hmm.
and then just stop them from doing it. If
Yeah,
that makes sense.
because it definitely felt like in the back half of the matches, like there got to be this point where I almost felt like I was playing inside of an elevator, and I've never felt that feeling. Like I didn't play Ninja, I played Rip, I played Lampkin, and I played you, but I've never felt like, wait, I feel boxed in almost. Like I can't really move around, and he's kind of controlling where I'm going. If I can find a way to implement that, I think like that's a whole different layer of that's. I'm assuming like when we first started, and you were saying like the new thing you were trying to incorporate was that it.
Um, nah, that was just my normal stuff. I was really trying to see if I could use um if I was trying to see where I could throw people more because I'm not really good at throwing people.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of it. But the bots in thing, I mean, people have to against Dragon Charge if they want to get around the mid heat engager, they have to move. So like you saw, you were moving right, but you were moving right and then doing like stuff like down forward too. So if I knew that, I could just have your timing of your step and just counter hit you out of the move after you step, because that's just the counter to it. You were showing me the counter.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to review that back because it's like on one hand, while I am having fun playing all the high level people, like all the high level law players, there's also philosophies like these where I feel like the line between going over to like God of Destruction, like those kind of ranks, is based on like this knowledgeable stuff that you really can't see. Like if I were watching you play, I would never know why you're doing what you're doing until you explained it. Even if I could see it working, my brain couldn't process. Oh, he's doing that because F2 stops him from stepping, and the way that like you're baiting into slide. Because it really felt like on the back half of the matches, I was playing inside of an elevator, and it was like a really strange feeling. Because I'm like, I think I'm making the right read, but yet I keep getting checked. It was like a really strange thing.
Yeah, I was just trying to see how all your reactions were after things and what you'd both chart after. Really, that was kind of it. Oh, but if you just play more people, you'll get less predictable with it. That's kind of it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate the games. I'm definitely gonna keep coming for some training sessions with you because it's like if it's philosophical like that and it helps you see the game more, I think that like that's kind of like where the next layer is. Because I've kind of been huffing around like Tekken King, Tekken Emperor for a minute, but I do feel like that there's this thin line between okay, whatever got me to this point, I don't think it's going to get me over the hump because it's too much mashing and randomness. And I want to take as much randomness out of my performances as I can when it comes to like winning matches. Because like, and I'm sure you've experienced this, obviously, probably to a much lesser extent than I have. But one thing that really bothers me about Tekken 8 is when I feel like I just lose to a person doing something random. Where I feel like if I played that person 10 times, it'd be 5-5. I'm trying to get that to be more like an 8-2. And that's how the game feels
Yeah.
random at times. So I feel like
No,
some of that
I
has to do with my
definitely
strategy.
feel you. No, I definitely relate to the thing you're saying because every Tekken player is going to go through this process one way or another. I had a really big issue where I'd always lose the first game of every set. So, over the past 6 months, I've focused on trying to see if I could figure someone out within the first game or figure out how to place my risk and still get damage while winning the first game
Mm-hmm.
because you kind of need to get that first game in a set and not just come back to, you know. So I understand exactly the type of skill you're talking about.
Yeah, I feel like that it's definitely philosophical at this point because for whatever reason, it's kind of what you said at the beginning. Like, I care about getting to God of Destruction, and I think that it's realistically possible because when I play God of Destructions, I don't feel this humongous gap. It feels like they know some stuff I don't know, and I need to understand how to absorb what they know so I can see the game in the way that you guys see it because I know I don't yet. Even with my skill level being where it's at, I know I don't see the game the way that you guys see it just yet.
I had the same feeling a long time ago. That's something I was really obsessed with. Like, what do I not see? I know there's something I'm not seeing that they see that I don't see. And I feel like I'm almost there, but there's so much I could do.
No, I appreciate it, man. Let me know when you're free to play again. I might shoot you a message because I mean I made this for YouTube, but in general, I just want to be able to practice against guys who play on this skill level, so I can because I'm not gonna get better playing people that's at my level that I'm beating already. That's just not gonna help.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for playing me.
For sure, London. I appreciate it, bro.
All right, have a good rest of your evening. Take care.
You too, fam.